Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police. Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A.B.C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Mrs.
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it. Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
なるほどね。
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with.
It's not just any railway. It's open. There are no prints on... Red liquid is oozing out. No. The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them. The place is unusual.
絶対怪しい。怪しいっていうか、これ簡単に分かってもよね。こうやってやっていけば。ここら辺怪しいみたいな。3、あと何？床、絶対床。
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
これ、エゴポイントになんかできるんかね。なんやろ、ヘッドセットが調子悪い。
The till does not appear to have been touched.
開けねえのか。なんかそっちじゃないやろ、今。今刺したの逆やろ。なんでそんなにこっち見とるように見える。ねこれ。
あ、
こ
う。A mechanism.
仕掛けかな。あ、これで下開くんかね。85って感じ ?85 やっけ ?85 やね。ね、オープン。
The till is full of money, but there is something.
852。これ入力すればいいの？お。早い。
This must be the key. She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds. She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. This poor woman's head is resting. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible. I can't see any other mark.
裏行けばいいんか。
The door is locked.
こうや。
What a strange box.
Oh.
It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it.
スライド開けね。もうこれやん。どれや。これじゃない。
It is blocked.
邪魔してます。こういうの今一瞬出た。こうか。
This button appears to activate a...
これで開くかな。そっちじゃない。あ、こっちもありそう。あった。これで開くんじゃない。
It is blocked.
まだ。こっちじゃない。
It is blocked.
こっちじゃない。今なんか触れた。まあ、いや、後回し。で、ここ触れた。こうやか。
That should do it.
逆やった。右引いとったわ。
Who is this young woman?
Who is this? Is a young man? ヤングマンじゃない、男じゃない。なんか書いてある。
To my dear Aunt Alice, married Rower.
Have you found anything?
青ひげ。
The victim has a niece. We must find her. I've finished with this subject.
用はありません。いろいろ調べれるけど。
This interior is very simple.
とてもシンプルですね。お、何もしてないのに。お、どっちや。黒いストーブ。買っといたれ。
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
これも出たよね、さっき。え、おっさんの身だしなみ見せられた。
Blood.
血ついとる。こんなとこに血なんてつくか。
Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds?
Nosebleeds.
An inscription in German.
ドイツ語。
Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
なるほどね。あ、引き出しとか開けれるのか。まだこれがある。わかりやすいには、あれがあれで。
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
ん真ん中持ってけばいいのとりあえずこれは。こう。
The wooden flower is... The wooden flower is...
え、鼻触っとるやんけ。ここに来るやつか。これとかでいけそうやけど。いけるやん。
I heard a faint sound as if some...
あとは開けるねっか。
It is blocked.
何かが邪魔しとる。いや。あ、来た。いいえ。どうだよ。黄色い模様か。あ、ごめんなさい。違う。
These drawings appear to be attached to the chest of drawers.
動かんと。これ全部あんの？回転させろみたいな。回転するやつがあってとかじゃない。これ方向違うのがヒントとかそういうこと？これ今頭が右向いとったな。これは逆ね。黄色もこっちか。これはあ、そうだね、そうだね。こう。頭がこう。で、なんかね、くちばしが上やった。これかな？これも頭がなんかこうじゃない。もう絶対そうやん。絶対開いたおったやん。違うぞ。なんか違うっぽい。あ、くちばしの方向違うかな。どれっけ？これ？違うな。こうやな、ちゃんと。開いたか。今出た。今出たのに。違うんかね。黄色が左下にグイーンって言っとる。これ逆や。あ、開いた。絶対開いたムービーやん。あ、これも開けなあかん。そこぐらい開けてくれ。
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been Mrs. Asher's meager saving.
やばい。ネットセットがすごい。あと1個あるっぽい。これやろ。
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher. Andover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate...
なるほどね。貧乏っぽいのに何でもとんのみたいな。こんだけ？ね、これ。これで多分当てはめていけばいいんよね。それっぽいことを適当に多分当てはめていけばいいみたいな。確かそういうはず。あ、当たった。
Mrs. Asher was killed here.
OK。そうだね。 犯行現場まだ調査できてない。なんか出た。
There are cigarette packets in a mess on the shelf.
さっきタバコ持っとったらあれが拾おうとしてみたいな。あ、これ終わったっぽい。
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
脳細胞。強盗がこの犯行の動機がこれとこれやな。
The motive is definitely not financial gain. I think I've looked everywhere here.
店の周りでこれ目標やね。タバコ店の周りを見る。
4 pence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
ペントンリー。これ行くべきやろ。これ足元のまず洞察入る。
This woman appears to be a smoker.
観察か。喫煙者のようです。これとかこれとかこれとか。
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop.
目の前でそんな大きく言うなよ。で、トークね、尋問ね。すごい体プルプル震わせて。体めっちゃプルプル震わせるやん。話しかけろよ。ああ。連打したので悪いんか。
Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you're here about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
Please try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache?
めっちゃおもろいこと言うよ。
Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous.
Be ridiculous. めっちゃクソみたいな。タバコ店に行ったという。
I know that you went to the tobacco shop yesterday.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
怒られた。了解。どうすればいいの？仕方の営んでいる喫煙者のためタバコ店の客であったことは間違いない。ああね。他は
Strawberries! 6 pence a pound!
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble?
No, please, leave.
I found the
Thank you, mon.
よし、いっか。おう、泣いとる。おう、泣いとる。
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the...
おう、優しい。まず観察から入る。
Is her grief sincere?
ほんとめっちゃ失礼やん。本当に悲しんでめっちゃ疑うやん。ハンカチ、あと目とかね。あと何、あと手でね、服、胸。
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
なるほどね。次でも
You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Your aunt did not have any children, is that correct?
No. She was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Did your aunt enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week. Why
did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as James says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
すごい、音がすごい。2箇所。これなんかね、2個あったよね。そうだよね。ん？狭めることはわかんない。2個はないな。殺人犯によってのサインとしてのそうだよ
The
ね。
murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
うん、なるほど。殺される前に何をしていたか。これは特定できんな。まだむずいな。で、ねけ、フランツ・アッシャーやっけ。あ、フランツ・アッシャーに会う前に終わろうか、一回。お、もう来た。
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customer.
よし、じゃあ一回終わる。おつ。この辺の情報更新されてるけど。 落としたものを調べる。まあいいや、後でいいや。一回終わる。じゃあ、おつ。